Hi, and welcome to
Hi.
Let's Talk Soul Line Dance. I'm your host, Queen Sheila, and today we have the pleasure of interviewing. Sorry, I couldn't get it out. We have the pleasure of interviewing Natasha Walker, all the way from Clearwater, no,
St. Petersburg.
St.
St.
Petersburg,
Petersburg,
Florida.
Florida.
Yes, and we are so happy to have her with us today. So I'm
Thank
going to
you.
always
Thank
open
you.
up with some music because when we get to hear the music, we get the stuff's going here. So I'm gonna put
Yeah,
some
moving
music
a little
on.
bit.
Yeah, this is a new, well, it's a new to me anyway. This song is called "Right Foot Left Foot" by Cheryl Williams
Okay,
out
okay.
of Texas. Can you hear it?
Yes, I sure
It's
can.
coming. Okay,
I sure can.
okay. It's a nice song. So I usually play the music for about a minute or so. You know, where we
Okay.
got to get our groove on.
Yeah, I know. I know you making me want to dance already. I'm dancing on the
Yeah.
couch. But that's how it
Uh,
is when you line dancing. You hear music and you just
you
start
ready to
breaking out no
move?
matter
I
where it's at.
know. I know. Right foot, left foot. I like this song.
I do too. It's got a nice beat to it.
Yeah, she got a Cheryl Williams got a new dance. It's like over 1 million hits so far.
All right, now she always has some good stuff too.
And it's only
Yeah,
like
she
I
really
think
does.
4 steps to it. So
Yeah,
I wait till
she
we get
always
back
come
on the
out with the
corner.
good stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good beat.
Yeah. Ah. Ah. I don't know
Yeah.
where Leslie is. Leslie's supposed to. She probably
Oh,
forgot
she was
too.
supposed to get on with us.
Yeah, she's supposed to be on with us. We got about 10 more seconds.
Okay, maybe you dial her in there. I don't know. We got to get my
She
girl in the
might.
line.
Cause, yeah, because see, we used to 7:30. So what
Yeah.
I'll do, I'll pause the recording and call her. Is that okay?
Okay. Yeah,
Real
that's
quick.
fine.
Okay. Let her in. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
So yes, we have the pleasure of interviewing Natasha, all the way from St. Petersburg, Florida. And Natasha, how you doing today?
I'm doing good. I'm doing fabulous. I'm excited to be on here with you. This is
Yes,
exciting.
and we're
Yeah.
excited to have you for real. So
Thank
I
you.
usually open up giving you a little bit of our vision statement so you'll know why we're
Okay.
doing this and you'll
Okay.
understand just what's going on. So
Okay.
our vision statement is we want to interview line dance instructors and line
Mm-hmm.
dancers around the world to introduce
Okay.
them using face recognition, name, and team name.
Okay.
Use Zoom Live, Facebook Live, Instagram, Twitter, and other platforms to broadcast the interviews and share information
Mhm.
about our industry. Ultimately, making Let's Talk your one stop get to know line dance platform that will feature new music, dance steps,
Mhm.
and pertinent information about line dancing. So
Okay.
that's basically
Thank you.
the mission statement for us, for this group. Okay, so now I'm ready to talk. You ready to
Okay.
talk? All right, my first question. Tell us about yourself. Where you're from, when you started teaching line dancing, just generally about yourself.
Okay. Well, like I said, my name is Natasha Walker. So I'm from St. Petersburg, Florida. I started teaching line dance back in 2009. So I've been teaching it for over 10 years. And I started the class based off of a grant. So the grant was Fit Active Black Families. So it was presented to me as a personal trainer. So that's what I do for a living. I am a personal trainer and a nutritionist.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it was presented to me to start a class. They were looking for a Black female instructor that can
Uh-huh.
get African Americans moving, kind of trick them into working out. So
Yeah,
that's why I
okay.
came. I started with dancing for 35 minutes, and I have pull out the weights and the mats and all that stuff before they have a chance to escape the building. So that's how
Okay.
that's how that started. And I just
Uh-huh.
kept it going. I kept it going after that, and it's been really good. It's really good. Mhm.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I've only heard good things about your classes, about
Thank
you
you.
as an instructor, And I
Thank
was
you
like,
so
okay,
much.
well, I have to get her on our platform. You
Thank
just
you.
followed, see who I had last week? Roland Ford. You know
Yes.
Roland Ford? I
Yes,
had
I do.
Roland Ford last week, and then week before that, I had Linda Sims,
Yes.
the
Yes.
Who Dat teacher, and before
Yes,
that,
who
we
that
had,
teacher? I
yeah, we
watch it
had,
all the time.
yes, John
Hmm.
Woodhouse was on
Yes.
before that, and then the
Yeah.
first interview was with Sharon,
Hmm.
from Sharon Lynn Holmes from
Okay.
ICLDI, the head of
Okay.
the founder of
Okay.
ICLDI, International Consortium. So you're following, I mean, some good ones, and we got you as
Yeah.
another good one. I'm like, oh my God, it's just getting better and better. Yay!
Thank
Okay,
you.
so
Thank you.
my next question: where do you teach class?
Well, I teach class in St. Petersburg, Florida, mainly that's where I teach. So I teach it at a rec center, Lake Vista Rec Center in St. Petersburg. It's
Okay.
1401 62nd Avenue South in St. Petersburg.
Okay.
I teach it there. I will say I don't know how long I'm going to teach it there because I actually have my own fitness studio, and so my
Okay.
classes were over there. And thank God we moved out of that location, and I was going to get another building, and then COVID hit. So
Oh yeah.
nobody wanted to work out inside. So I will get another building, and I'll definitely advertise that. And so,
Okay.
I enjoyed having my own fitness studio. So,
I'm sure. But
mm-hmm.
doesn't that make you work harder? Because I had thought about doing that one time, but
Uh-huh.
you gotta be there every
It
day, open
what
up,
do you
and
mean the exercise part? What do you mean
no,
the
no, no,
exercise of
just
having
having
your
your
own?
own center. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
that part.
Yes, it does. It's a constant thing of marketing, and of course you have to have some versatility in what you're offering. So I do teach several different types of things. So a lot of times people think I just teach line dance. Line dance
Okay.
was just one avenue to get African Americans moving. So I do teach boot camp. I do
Okay.
travel at different
Hmm.
locations and do health seminars. I'm a health ambassador for the deputy mayor here in St. Petersburg. So that
Okay.
requires a lot of responsibility for me to be
Sure.
out in the community, get people moving more as a city. So I'm on
Hmm.
several boards, and I do love what I do. But I do like serving the community. That's what my heart really is, and just
Okay.
changing people's lives for the better, healthier ways to eat and
Right.
move. Yeah.
I was
Mm-hmm.
gonna say, that is really, really good that you
Mm-hmm.
have a passion for what you do, because there are
I
some
do.
people who teach different things, not just line dance, aerobics or whatever, and they do it
Uh-huh.
for the money. But when you do it
Yeah.
because of passion, the money will
Yeah.
come.
Yeah, the money
Because
will
when you're
come. And
good
it's
at
not
what you do,
always
the
the money
money
I
will come.
want, but I feel
Yes.
like I'm doing my purpose that God has given me. And that feels amazing to be able to serve. It really
Right.
does. And then I'm
Okay.
happy doing it. And I love to dance and I love to exercise. So God just opened that door and said, this is what I want you to do. And literally that's what happened. I was
Okay.
working in investments. That was my background, was finance. And
Hmm.
one day God said, I want you to leave this job and trust me. And it opened up this whole thing of fitness. And I lost 80
Wow.
pounds. So I was very
Wow.
big. And so
Okay.
as I lost weight, I started motivating people on how I did it. And then I
Hmm.
decided, you know what, I'm going to become a personal trainer, nutritionist. And then it turned into like that and then line dancing. So
Okay.
it's just blowing my mind what God has done for me. I'm thankful every day.
I'm telling you, he is awesome. He is
Yes, he
awesome.
is.
I was going to tell you real quick. I
Mm-hmm.
went over my daughter's house. She invited me over. We went to the spa. I actually got a body massage, full body massage.
Uh-huh.
Then we left there and went to her house. And she said, "Well, mommy, I was trying to surprise you, but it's so hard to surprise you because you." So she had
That's what my kids tell me.
a health specialist or something like that, a health guru. I
Okay.
don't know how you say it, but
Mm-hmm.
she was showing me how you make pasta out of zucchini and
Yes.
different things like that, and how to make a
Yes.
salad that's all
Mm-hmm.
natural. It's not the ones in the bag already made with all the
Yes.
plastic. And
Mm-hmm.
it was just funny that you say that you're a nutritionist as well.
Yeah.
And I'm trying. I brought me a spiraler, one of the
Yep.
things that you do this, and
Yeah,
I bought me some
they drain out
zucchini.
the water from your salad. Okay. And to shred your
Yes,
pasta. Okay.
right. To
Good.
shred my. So
Mm-hmm.
this will be my first time. So pray for me.
Yes. Look, you can do it. You can do it. Once you start those healthy habits, then you get excited and you want to do more. And
More,
that's
yeah.
it. That's
So
it.
I
And it
called her
becomes a
this
healthy
morning.
lifestyle. That's what you want. Not a fad. You want a
Right.
healthy
Healthy
lifestyle. Mm.
lifestyle.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Okay. So my next question. do you teach counting steps by name or do you do both? Do you?
I
Some
do
people teach
both.
1, 2, 3, 4. So you do both? Okay.
I do both. And I would say most of the time, honestly, I don't know all the names to the different steps. If I
Okay.
do know the name to the steps, then I do it. But to tell you the truth, because I'm a aerobic instructor and personal trainer, I teach by the count. So
Okay.
it's easier for me to do it that way. And what I do encourage my clients to do, or my customers, or however you want to call it, I encourage them to do the count with me. So when I
Right.
teach it, I give them like say out, in, out, like what's the one I love? Oh my God.
Janet
It just went right,
Jackson.
tap out or tap A and S, tap
Okay.
out or something. So
Uh-huh.
when I do it, I do tell them like the count, and then they seem
Mhm.
to catch on that way. And once I
Okay.
tell them to count it and say it to themselves, they memorize it. And so it becomes
Yes.
a thing where I can have, like when we started it, I had over 150 people in one room. And at the YMCA, I teach it. I have over 150 people, and that's white, black, Asian, whatever. And so they get to
Right.
listen to hip hop. And once they count it, they got rhythm. They say, "Oh, I can't dance. I don't have rhythm. I'm a white girl,
Mm-hmm.
whatever." If you can count to 8 or 16 to 32,
Right.
you
You
got
got it.
it. You got
Okay. That's good. That's good. And you have to find what works for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some people are more into. Now I say this. I am the Southern Division Director for the International Consortium of Line Dance Instructors.
Okay.
But they get after
Awesome.
me because I have different names for some of the stuff. Like they say there's
Yes.
no such thing as a step Sharon. Well, everybody
Yeah.
you talk to says step Sharon.
Yes.
So I'm like this. If they're learning and they're doing and everybody's having a good time, that's what's
Right.
important. The other
Yes.
stuff will come. The more you do it, it'll come. So
It will.
that's how
Yeah,
I
it
look
will.
at it.
Mm-hmm.
So then my next question, what inspired you to become a line dance instructor?
Well, in that, as far as them presenting that opportunity to me, what
Mm-hmm.
the way they said it, the reason why it actually ended up being line dance, the board that met it partnered with the college here that studies medicine. So we have a college, University of Florida, and like I said, they were looking for a black instructor. And what one of the doctors on the board said, because our numbers, of course, African Americans, excuse me, diabetes and obesity, that was the whole thing about them getting more African Americans moving. The doctor that was on the board said, "Well, everywhere I go, black people are doing electric slide, and is there a way to tie in like that?" Seriously, that's what he said. Is there a
Yeah.
way to get them moving with dance or electric slide? And then they presented it to me, and I said, "Sure." And I started, looking at other line dance steps and making up
Mm-hmm.
steps, and but what I did was I started taking it up a notch. So if it had toe taps, I had knee lifts. So they were working their
Okay.
stomach, not knowing it. And then it
Okay.
just, like I said, then I just became an instructor, just continuing the line dance steps.
Okay.
And it
Cool.
was perfect.
That's good. I just like your passion, the fact that it wasn't where you started, but you're
Yeah.
there now and you have a passion for it, and that to me is
Yes.
so important.
Thank you. Thank
Yes.
you.
So next question. If you and your team could dance anywhere in the world, where would it be
Mm.
and why?
Well, somebody might think it's a little strange, but I really want to go to Japan because
Okay.
they do line dance a lot. They line dance a lot, and I have a friend that says if you come over here, they would love you. That's where I personally would want to go. One
Okay.
place, but of course Africa. I mean, I just want to dance. I just, when I'm in my house, that's what I'm
Mm-hmm.
doing. Nobody but Jesus sees me, and I'm all right with that. But I feel
Okay.
like I got a little bit of that in me, so I try to bring that out. But if we were in Africa, I think I would love to do that too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Africa and
Mm-hmm.
Japan. That's good. Someone else told me Africa. I think it was John Woodhouse said he would
Mm-hmm.
like to take his team to Africa. And Japan is the first one I've got. First time I heard Japan, but that's good.
Yeah.
One
Mm-hmm.
person said to me, I said, if you take your team anywhere in the world, where
Uh-huh.
would it be and why? And they said, in front of the TV camera. And
Oh,
I
okay.
said, in front of the TV camera. And I thought about it, and I said, well, why? The answering the why part of it.
Yeah.
And they said, because you can go on, not necessarily a TV camera, but in front of the
Mm-hmm.
YouTube or,
Yeah.
Facebook,
Mm-hmm.
because it can be seen all over the world. and
True.
you don't even
That's
have to
true.
leave your house. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
And the
And I was
internet
like,
does not sleep.
wow,
Hmm.
right.
Hmm.
And that was
Yeah.
such an awesome answer, too.
Hmm.
Me, I mean, I want to dance on Broadway. That's where I want
All
to take
right
my
now.
team. I want to
All
take my
right.
team to New York. I promised them like 2 years ago. We haven't got
Uh-huh.
there yet, but then
Hmm.
COVID came, so the planning stopped. But I'm gonna
Yes.
get them there. We're gonna dance, and we
Yes.
have to dance on the street, on the
Yes.
sidewalk.
So well, we look. Our group does that. We do my dance group or New Body and Soul Steppers.
Hmm.
You can see us on YouTube. If you, by the way, if you look up New Body and Soul Steppers, we have several videos on there.
Okay.
And when we do things outside of line dancing and we travel and just as friends, they become
Hmm.
friends. If
Okay.
we hear a song, we have dropped our shopping bags right in front of the mall. If somebody come by booming, I think it was Bring It Back or something. I know
Uh-huh.
we was like, hey,
Hey, yes.
So wherever we hear the music, if we hear our song, we dancing. But I
Right.
like that one-on-one. I think the YouTube is great and I think the internet, but for me, I like to be right up there in the heart of the people. So if we
Okay.
start
Yeah.
dancing outside, people just come over and I want them to come over and just that
Right.
interaction, I
Uh-huh.
like that more. I like
I was
that
gonna
more.
say too, yeah, we have gone several states. We've been to California,
Hmm.
Alabama, Atlanta, Augusta, not Atlanta, Augusta, several
Uh-huh.
places dancing. But I was gonna tell you, we went to DC because we went
Hmm.
when the Black Museum opened, the National Museum of Black History or the African
Yes.
American Museum.
Hmm.
When it opened, we went that year. I took a bus
Okay.
load and
Okay.
we went.
Wow.
It was cold.
Oh, I bet. I
And we
bet it
were all,
was.
like this. And
Uh-huh.
we were in the subway waiting for the train, and
Okay.
somebody had their phone and said, "Hey, y'all, let's dance." And so the policeman, the whatever you call it, guards in the
Uh-huh.
subway station, he was like, "Y'all don't dance." So somebody put the music on, and we danced in the subway station. Girl, we had
Yeah.
so much fun,
I love when people tell me we don't dance or they say something, then we completely show out. We'll put on the
Right.
craziest song, like "Don't Dare Us," because nobody is so gonna be ready wherever.
Okay. There
We
you
gonna be ready
go.
wherever.
And that's good. That's good. And you
Mhm.
you sound like your team is more like a line dance family instead of
Yes.
just a line dance class.
That
And
is
that's
that
how we
is
are.
true. I'm blessed.
Okay.
Yeah, and you need that. You don't want any negativity. And with us, like I said, it was intended for exercise, but we've become so close. We pray together. We support each other. If someone has a birthday, we go. We've gone to each other's weddings and line dance at the wedding.
Right.
For
Okay.
performance with the bride.
Uh-huh.
I've taught on a couple cruise ships actually. When you were talking about traveling,
Okay.
um,
Okay.
I did that early on. So we've been on two cruises. Someone approached us when my class was originally in the beginning, and she
Uh-huh.
said a travel agent, and they partnered up with Carnival and said, "Well, we'd like to do a line dance cruise." And so
Okay.
that's been years ago now. And we did that on Carnival cruise ship a couple of times. So we went to Jamaica and Grand Cayman. We went to some, and we were dancing in the streets. So,
Okay.
mhm,
And that's what it's about. It's like
yes,
if this is your passion, you don't care who's looking. You don't care who's around.
right,
You don't care where you are.
yeah,
Just put on
hmm,
some music and let me move.
yeah,
And
exactly.
that is
That's what
so
it's
good.
about. Mhm.
Yes,
Yes,
that it
thank you.
is.
Thank
So
you.
my next question, is there a dance you would like everyone to view this week?
Of ours, or one
Yes.
that they can pull
Well,
up.
what
Well,
what probably one of yours, since but whichever one you like, because I want to put it on my
um,
notes.
Keisha Cole, I'm actually going to record it again
Okay.
because, but it's been out there for a long time. But Keisha Cole is a "Take Me Away." It's a dance that I choreograph.
Okay, Keisha
"Take Me
Cole,
Away" by Keisha
take me
Cole.
away.
So we do have
Okay.
several videos out there.
Mm-hmm.
Not all ones that I've made up, but if you look us up, mostly the videos you might see when you look up the dance troupe is the MLK parade. We perform in the Martin Luther King parade every year, and the people have
Okay.
looked forward to us doing it. So you'll
Okay.
see us, dancing in the parade. We do have a couple of YouTube videos. One of the ones the first one I think might have been Tamia. Can't get
Okay.
enough. Can't get enough
Uh-huh.
of you. So that video is very old. We did that online, and that was actually when I realized how big the live dance community was. To tell you the truth, I was doing it
Yes.
for fitness, but then
Mm-hmm.
when the the hits came on YouTube, and then I was like, oh my God, like, what does this mean? Like, where are all these people viewing this? And then the next thing we know, it just went from there. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm like, what's the YouTube page? Like, do I have to have my own group on there or whatever?
Right.
And it was like, somebody's like, you need to record this stuff. And then it went from there. That was probably the first dance that you'll see that we were on there.
Okay.
I was a lot tinier then though. So
Hey,
don't
weren't
say
we
anything.
all,
I know I look like my child, but it's like,
we
well, I'm
got
not
this,
like that now.
we have this COVID weight that no one seems to get rid
Right,
of,
That's
I'm working
right.
on it, working on it
Yeah.
though. Yes. But do you have any questions for me?
No, I want to just say thank you. I mean, this is exciting. I like what you're doing. I really do. I like when I see
Thank
people
you.
doing something they're passionate about as well, not just me. But I
Mm,
think it's good what you're doing. You're putting, like you said, you're putting a face with the name. You know, people may have heard of New Body and Soul Steppers. They may not know who I am,
okay.
or I want them to see my spirit. And so when you
Right.
have, like, you got John Woodhouse, we see him online. I see
Right.
him dancing. I think he's very talented. And
Mm,
so when you see them online, you don't know who they really are behind the
right.
lines. And so
Yes.
this, I think, is really nice, really
Thank
nice
you.
idea.
And that was the
Mhm.
purpose, Natasha. The purpose was to, put a face because, like, okay, now I know when I see you, I know who Natasha Walker is. Before,
Yes.
I would just see New Body and Soul. Okay, I've heard of that, but I don't know who it is or
Yeah.
anything like that. So that's what this platform was built for, to put a name with a face with a team. Because just
Hmm.
like a lot of people know Linda Sims, like you said, on TV, or they know John West on
Yes.
TV, but do they know the person? Do they know,
Yes.
not your personal business, but just about line
Right.
dancing and,
Right.
just
And
the
that's
things
why I
that you
think
want
this
to
is
tell us.
important. Yeah.
Yes.
I love the idea. I love the concept of what you're doing. So I just celebrate you for doing this. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, so now I'm going to get into the announcement part,
Okay.
just to tell some good things we like. First of all,
Hmm.
if you would like to be a guest on Let's Talk Soul Line Dance, then drop us an email at let's talk soul line dance at gmail.com. So no apostrophe, just let's talk soul line dance at gmail.com. Drop us a line, and anyone who's interested, I'll put you in the lineup right now. I'm booked all the way till October of this year for every
Wow.
Tuesday. So kind of
That's awesome.
have a lot.
That's
Yes, have
awesome.
a lot. I'm thankful. I am. And then
Yes,
check us out
definitely.
on Facebook, YouTube, and hopefully you'll like and share from this interview today. You can go on and see it on Facebook and then like and share it. And the big thing is we have a line dance symposium October 1st, 2nd, and 3rd of this year. So we got time after the COVID be gone and
Right.
everybody's got their shots. It's not until October, and it's going to be at the American Legion in Tampa. And I
Okay.
have the Barrymore Hotel that we're going to get rooms if for those who want to spend the night, if
Yeah.
no more than just Saturday night when we have the big party. Now, just to tell you a little bit about our symposium, because I don't think you've ever been, our
Hmm.
symposium is 3 days. It's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday morning. But
Okay.
on Friday night, we have Get Acquainted, a party. Everybody just dancing,
Yes, how they do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Saturday morning, we have our workshops. And then Saturday night, we have a formal ball. So it's formal.
Oh,
Everybody wear
we get
evening
to get
gowns.
dressed up really nice.
Yes,
Okay.
and we ask all the ladies to wear crowns or tiaras, and we have a
Okay.
full dinner, and it's just an evening of elegance, and we have
Yeah.
awards and that type of thing. So
Okay.
that's
Sounds
October 1st,
nice.
2nd, and 3rd. We have a ball, we really do. So
Sounds
hopefully,
like
maybe
it.
you and your team can join us this year. Um, we always want to leave you
Okay.
with some information to take back to your team.
Okay.
So
Thank you.
line dance
Thank you.
tips. Let's see. I got to pick one off the list this morning. Let's see. Line dance tips says, don't expect those who know a dance to call out the steps for you on the dance floor if you don't know them. That's the
Yes.
problem I have with my team. Whenever we go
Hmm.
to a party, they want me to stand up there call the steps. I'm like, listen, I paid to be here too. So I want, and they think that, and it's good though, but they think that we should remember every step to
You
every
know what?
dance.
That is so funny to me because I got to tell you something real quick.
Okay.
Take me away. I mean, I have, like I said, I've been doing this since 2009. There's some dances I will never forget, and
Okay.
they stay in my head. But we have a huge dance here in St. Petersburg, class of '68. and it's hundreds of people, and we get dressed up in your gowns and whatever.
Okay.
Literally, my song that I made up was on the DJ played it.
Okay.
And I literally hid at that table, and somebody was Leslie actually was the one, because Leslie started in my class, and several people, and Sheila Bailey and Drea Christopher. So we were all at the table. And I said, Lord, that is my song. That's Keisha Cole. I'm going to act like I don't know it. And everybody's like, wait, didn't you make this up? I was like, I don't recall. And Leslie said, if you don't get out here on the dance floor, and she remembered the step. I didn't even claim the dance.
Okay.
I didn't claim the dance. I was like, I don't know who y'all talking about making this up. I was so ashamed. I said, it's too many, hundreds of songs in my head from 2009.
I know.
And they want you to count it. They want you to be out there.
I know.
Front and center. Front and center every time.
I know. I was going to say, I made this dance, I Blame You by Lettucey. I don't know if you heard this song, I Blame You. So I made this dance. And the song came on. I was like, oh, that's my song. Not registering that that's I Blame You by Lettucey. I was like, you just hear that's my song. I'm just there. And I was like, hey, y'all, what song is this? What dance is this? They said, Queen. That's I Blame You. I said, oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay, I know it. And I got out there, I was like, how does it start now?
That's exactly what happens. And I think, I think that happened to all instructors. I think that happens to all of us at some point, that it's just too many dances.
I know. And they coming out every day.
All the time.
Every 2 days, it's a new one. It's like,
it's hard to keep up. You know what I start doing though on Thursdays?
One second, this is Leslie. I'm sorry.
Oh, is it? You're gonna bring her on?
You getting on the call with us? Remember Natasha Walker? We supposed to do her today at 1 on the Zoom call.
I'm sorry, I totally forgot about it.
Okay. Well, we still on.
Yeah, tell her to come on.
Okay. Yeah, me too. We're waiting for you to get in. Okay, bye. She said she's gonna get in.
Okay.
She said, I totally forgot.
I'm glad she called, because I would love to have her on here.
Yes,
I would love to have her on here.
Okay, so that's one. And then I want to give 10 reasons to dance in the shape. And this is your area from the nutritionist standpoint and the dancer. Live to see your grandchildren, maybe even great-grandchildren, and be a part of their lives.
Yes.
So if we continue to dance, exercise, eat healthier, stay healthier, we can live to see our great-grands and, whatever the case may be. So those are the 2 tips that. Do you have one you'd like to give us?
Well, and I'm going to add to that. Well, not add to it, but I will let you know this. I do teach the class for seniors in the daytime. And that's at the same location, by the way. So anyone that wants to come, that class is from 55 and up. We have Miss Inez Ford. She is 96, and she can move just like the 20-year-old. So I tell people, don't come here and think you're going to be moving slow, because these little women here, look, they at this point now, one of them said, you know what, I'm too old to be worried about what people think, and I've earned this right to shake my tail feather. I said, well, you got to shake it. And so I was like, this ain't no easy class, y'all. Y'all can come. But these older women going to put y'all to shame. So it is good. I agree with that tip. We want to be around. And this is just an avenue to be fit. It really is. People don't always realize it, but it is an avenue to be fit. And why not do that and break generational curses? Just because mama had diabetes and grandma had diabetes, you don't have to have that. Find what works for you and break those generational curses.
That's right. And we can, just imagine that, our grandchildren and our great-grandchildren, they can say, well, my grandma danced, my great-grandma was a dancer.
Yes.
They like to brag on you,
Yes.
So that's a good point for us to bring out.
That's funny. Because I saw some of the line dancers call me spontaneous splits, because when we go somewhere and line dance, like James Brown Superbad is my favorite. I knew you were going to ask me that. That is my favorite line dance and always will be. And I can still do my cheerleader split. And I will go into a split real quick and slide up, and I keep on dancing. So that's always funny. When we went somewhere and this lady said, I heard you could do a split. I was like, oh Lord, don't put me in the spotlight. And she said, you got to do it one time. And so I just hit the split and come up and dance. That's how much fun it is.
Yes, it is a lot of fun. I like I also like Get Big. Do you know Get Big?
Yes.
Oh
Yes.
my goodness. Now let me
Yes.
tell you this real quick. Why waiting on Leslie to get on? My team is seniors, so I teach
Uh-huh.
seniors. So
Mm-hmm.
mostly I do have a few like maybe 40-year-olds, but
Uh-huh.
mostly I teach seniors. And we went to Columbia, South Carolina, to Cheryl Lynn
Uh-huh.
Woodhouse
Uh-huh.
dance, and they did the Get Big, and they were like, um, Get Big. That's just too much. That's too much for us. Girl, we got back. They like, can we do Get Big? Oh
Yes.
no, 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 no.
Yes. It's
Hey
like,
Hey
y'all,
Leslie.
I am so sorry. I was busy
hey,
today.
Leslie.
Hey Tasha. So y'all have to excuse me because I'm like logged into work too. So
Oh no,
I'm
you
phone
fine.
calls
You
or
fine.
something to
I
answer
said you was
something.
probably working and you forgot because I sure
Yeah,
Yeah,
forgot.
she
Just came
did.
from
it's
school
been
today.
like crazy busy. It's always like that after the holidays and the beginning of the month. I have to load all the permits for each municipality in Pinellas
Mm-hmm.
County. And you know we got a
Okay.
lot of them. We got a lot of
Yes.
cities in Pinellas County.
Yeah.
So
Yes. That's
yeah, so I'm
true.
Yeah.
crazy busy the beginning of the month. Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're
Well,
glad you
thank
could
you for
join
coming
us.
on.
Yeah. We were just
Okay.
having fun, girl. And
I
now
know this
Yes.
is a lot of fun. I think
did
she
you
has one of the funnest classes that I've ever been to. And you know I go to everybody class.
Yeah, I know
okay,
you do.
yeah.
A lot of
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
yeah.
you keep it moving. She moving around too.
Oh
Yeah.
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 Yes. Yes.
Well,
We had a
thank
good
you.
time. So now we're at shout outs. Unless you had some line dance tips, we had just finished that. Leslie, did you have
Um
any that you picked out already or
mm, no, I don't have any. I'm sorry,
okay,
my
we
mind
we
is
did
gone.
two. We did the one where don't expect me to come to the dance and call out the steps to somebody else's dance and be
Yeah.
up front calling out the steps. We did that one, and the
Yeah.
other one was we want to be around for our children, grandchildren, and great grandchildren. So we want to stay
Right.
healthy and keep
Yeah.
moving.
Yeah. Yeah.
So those are the
Yeah.
two
Yeah.
we covered.
Good
So
tips.
now,
Yeah.
yeah, go ahead. Now we're at shout outs. So I usually give shout outs to 10 groups around the country. And we have a lot of good ones. Well, they all good to me. But
Yeah.
first we have Tweety, Sexy and Smooth Gliders out of Daytona Beach, Florida. Then we
Okay.
have DJ Danny. Y'all know DJ Danny. Oh no,
Mm-hmm.
this is DJ Danny. AAC Professional Dancers out of Mount Vernon, New York. Then we
Okay.
have Kim
Okay.
Hinton, Pepper Steppers,
All
Jacksonville,
right.
Florida. No Kim.
Yes.
Okay.
Pepper steppers. Yeah.
Cheryl. Yeah, Cheryl CNC Soul Line Dancers out of South Carolina. I think they're in Columbia. And then we have Anna Marie Houchin, belly dancing out of South Carolina. I have Cheryl Lynn Woodhouse, we just talked about her. CC
Mm-hmm.
for Life, line dancers out of Columbia, South Carolina. Darlene Johnson Barnaby, in full effect, out of Brooklyn, New York. We have Carla Gray, Carla's Island Steppers out of London, England.
Wow.
Wow.
And Answorth
That's awesome.
Robinson, Memphis Mid South Line Dancers out of Memphis, Tennessee. And the last one for this week is Mama Zuma and Fatima, Mind, Body, and Soul Line Dancers out of Albany, New York. So that's our 10 that we picked for this week. I usually go down the list because I have a whole list of those who used to watch my virtual line dance class. So I just use that list to go down and call out the different names and groups so that once we meet them, we can put the face with the name, with the group, and say,
Yes.
okay, now,
Yeah.
no. So, Leslie, before I do the closing, did you have anything that you want to add or say to Natasha? We're so glad that she could join us
Uh,
today.
I am
well,
excited.
Natasha, you know you were my inspiration to start teaching. So
Thank
when
you.
I don't know if you know it or not, but when I came from Texas, I was looking for line dance and I was with the breast cancer awareness group. And they kept giving me this flyer because every time we did a fundraiser, I was out there line dancing. And they was like, how you know how to do all this stuff? You ain't been in no class. I said, that's just a thing in Texas. I said, I'm looking for
Mm-hmm.
class here. So they just
Mm-hmm.
kept giving me the flyer, giving me the flyer. They was like, Leslie,
Uh-huh.
you need to go. You will really enjoy her class. And so I started going. And then I was at the Y with my church, with my praise team,
Mm-hmm.
and we was doing something at the Y, and they was just playing regular music, and I just kept
Mm-hmm.
getting on the floor, and me and the praise team, we was just having fun out there,
Yeah.
just line dancing. And then 3 weeks later, I was at church, and the director of the Y just came up to me and said, "Hey, I need you to go fill out an application at the Y. We want to hire you because y'all look like y'all was having so much
So
fun.
much
Yeah.
fun.
And that's how I got started. And I used to go to her class faithfully,
Yep.
3-4 times a week.
Okay.
When I first started going to her class, I went for the first 10 months. I had just gotten taken off of tamoxifen for the breast cancer. The
Okay.
tamoxifen put 50 pounds on me. Going to her
Yep.
class, I lost 32 pounds.
Yeah, she was telling me
32
that she
pounds.
lost over
Because I
80
do
pounds.
remember that.
Yeah,
She know I pray
yeah.
about everything, Lord.
Yeah.
I remember that, and we was praying for her. That's why I say our group, we pray for each other. I remember when she
Yeah.
was going through her cancer and everything,
Yeah.
and you know, and we was praying, and even when people don't come or they going through something, we'll still pray for them. But I remember
Yeah.
she lost weight, and I
Yeah.
hope that she felt love, you know, within
Yeah.
you know the group. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's important. I mean,
Right.
it's really really important. I was gonna say I'm glad to hear you say that you pray because at the end of my class, whenever we have a class, we pray. And there's a few people in my class who don't like to pray, so
Yeah.
I dismiss them because I don't want to offend anyone.
Right.
I dismiss them and I said, well, we're getting ready to pray. Those of you who don't want to pray, it's okay. We just ask you to leave because we get ready to pray. Because I tell them that we don't know who is in this class today that we're not going to see next week or the next class or whenever that may be. So we have to pray together. And I like the fact that when we leave a party, I always tell them, text me. All you got to do is say home.
Right.
And I'll know it's you from your number. Text me.
Mhm.
I just want to make sure that you make it home because I never want you to come to my class and you drank too much. Or if I see you drank too much, I'm going to take you home. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which we don't,
Exactly.
we dance so much. We don't have time to drink.
Yeah.
That's why bartenders don't like dancers.
We stay on that dance floor. We stay on the
I'm
dance floor.
babysitting too, y'all. So he been whining, and I'm trying to keep him quiet.
Oh no!
Oh,
Oh my goodness!
I had put my dog down. I was like, I hope Marley don't come up here and bother me while I'm doing this interview. And I'm surprised he's right here by me. I'm surprised he ever jumped in my lap to be nosy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is my daughter's dog, and his name is Nick, and we've been having him since my daughter was 8. My daughter will be 24 next month, and we've been having this dog since she was 8 years old.
Wow!
Yes.
Oh my goodness!
He's so beautiful.
Yes,
Oh
this
God.
is furry.
Yeah, she went out of town for the holiday, and she'll be back today. So she left Friday, and I've been had him since Friday.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah, she said she was babysitting. I thought she had a baby, like a real
baby.
You saw baby.
Right, it is. I mean, they are
Okay.
just like children. They
are.
like children.
That is so true.
Yep.
Well, I'm gonna kind of go through our ending and close out now, and then if you have any questions, we would like to thank Natasha Walker and all of you for tuning in to our broadcast today. We will be here next Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. We will be interviewing Jerome Green, also known as Cole, King of Line Dance, all the way from Dade City, Florida. And please like, subscribe, and tell your friends and everyone about our interview platform so they can come and join. And Natasha, how someone who's in the St. Pete area who's looking for line dance classes or Zumba or a nutritionist, how can they contact you?
Well, I can leave my number. I don't mind sharing that on here, and I'll give my number. My number is 727-564-7485. And my classes are at Lake Vista Rec Center Monday and Thursday and Saturday. So Monday and Thursday is at 6:30 p.m. And then Saturday at 9 a.m. And then, of course, we have the seniors in the mornings. That's 10 to 11 on Monday and Wednesday morning at the same place.
Okay.
They also can find me on Facebook. It's under Natasha Walker. And then we also have our Facebook page that says New Body and Soul Fitness. So they can search on there too. And so the schedule's there. But if they want to reach out to me personally, I always have my phones. I have clients call me to come out to wherever they are for personal training, nutrition, or just dancing.
Okay. And give us that number one more time.
Yes, it's 727-564-7485.
Okay, 7485. I had 65.
And they can look me up on Facebook, Natasha Walker.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm Queen Sheila, your host.
Real quick.
Go ahead. Uh-huh.
So our number is 800-856-1657 for Let's Talk Soul Line Dance, and for my group, Embrace Life Groove Squad. If you have any
Okay.
questions, or you want to know about my classes as well, or you want to be on here
Give
and
us
get interviewed or
throw out some
anything like
information
that.
about your classes, Leslie, while you're on.
Yeah.
My classes are at Ridgecrest YMCA in Largo, Monday and Thursday nights from 6:30 to 7:30, 7:30 ish, because
Yeah,
sometimes
that's how that's how it
lights
goes.
on lights off on us, and we still be in there.
I know.
Okay.
That's it. They flash the light and then they start flashing the lights. I'm like, all right, ladies, it's time to wrap it up.
And then I'm Saturday mornings also at the Y at 11:15 to whenever we leave. It's supposed to be from 11:15 to 12:30, but sometimes we in there till almost 1 o'clock. So
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
yeah,
Okay. Thank
yeah.
you. And
hmm
how can they get in touch with you, Leslie?
The
What's the
800 number
800
is the
number?
best way because
Okay, tell them
that
the
number
800 number one more
transcribes
time.
into email.
Okay, and can you give them the 800 number one more time?
800-856-1657.
Okay. Thank
Yeah.
you. And I'm excited, ladies. It's coming back after COVID. It's coming back,
Yes.
slowly but
Yes.
surely. But several people wanted a beginner's class because when they come to
Mm-hmm.
my class, the first hour I teach, the second hour we just dance, right?
Yeah.
And
hmm
usually they come late, so they only see the last 15 minutes of the instructional, and then they see us just going for it, and
Yeah.
I'm like,
Right.
this is not the class for me. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Right.
starting a new beginners class this Saturday. It's going to be from
Okay.
11 to 1 at the American Legion on Florida Avenue in Tampa. From
Okay,
11
that's
to 1, and it's
awesome.
$7 a class. And so I'm excited because there are people who really want to learn and they want to
Yes.
start from the basic, from the
Yes.
basement and
Mm-hmm.
learn the right way. So I'm excited about that too.
Good. I
So
wish you luck on that. That's an excellent
thank
idea.
you. I'm excited too. I really am excited
Yeah.
about this.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of my regular members said they want to come to the Saturday class, to the
Yeah.
beginners class. Because
Mm-hmm.
even though you know a lot of dances, sometimes you forget the you got the nut shell, but you forget the nuts that's on the inside. Like the
Yes. Mm-hmm.
counting and what is this step
Yes.
called, and how do you execute it the right way. So things like that. So I'm excited about it, and I wish
Good.
you ladies all the best with your classes. And if I
Thank you.
ever, because mine's is on Thursday morning, Thursday night, and then Saturday morning. That's where I'm now. I
Okay.
used to have like 7 classes a week, but COVID,
Mm-hmm.
cut back on a lot of that. So
Yes.
if I'm ever able to, and I'm not having a class, and I'm able to come to, because I live in Hudson. So
Yes.
Natasha,
Reach
I
out.
am, I am about 2 hours from you, because it
Well,
takes
if
me
you
about an
ever
hour to
over
get to
this
Tampa.
way,
Yeah.
yeah, definitely come.
I definitely will. I definitely will. I'll definitely give you a call and say, hey, I'm coming to St. Pete today. You have any classes? We can get together. Maybe we just go to lunch or something,
I was gonna say
It'd
we
be
got some
great.
good places to eat in St. Petersburg downtown by the water. And they're not expensive. We got a
Okay.
nice city. So you got a
Okay.
lot that you can do here.
Okay.
Right.
Thank you.
Yes. And
So,
I even join with you,
okay.
Queen Sheila, if I'm free. I'll get a
Okay.
class with you if you
Okay. We'll
want.
have to do that. That'd
I've
be
been trying to
great.
get back to class, Natasha, but I've been so busy. And then like
Yeah.
my car been up and down for the last 3 months. My car down again. It's been in the shop twice since October, and it's down again. I'm trying to
You're gonna
get.
have to go ahead and get you another car.
I
Because
know.
listen, Queen, let me tell you something. Queen, I
Okay.
had a car so old that I literally would leave the keys. Let's remember, I used to leave the keys on the trunk of the car and try to
Okay.
go teach the class. And they will always bring me that darn key back. I'm like, leave that down because I'm trying to get the car stolen so I can get the insurance. They be like, touch your keys. So Leslie, look at him. I found out one. You need to go ahead and trust God to step out on faith and get
Yes.
you another car. I'm
All
claiming it
right.
for you.
Okay. Thank you.
That's too funny. Oh my God. Well, I'm your host, Queen Sheila. Um,
And I'm your
the
host, Leslie Henry, out of Clearwater, Florida,
Yep, and
aka
I'm
East Texas originally.
okay, and I'm Tampa by way of Washington D.C. But I'm glad to be here. And if you would like to keep this broadcast going, we are accepting donations via Cash App. So I could not start a new one, so I have to put it under the one that I have now. So it's dollar sign Dang, what is it? Oh, $, capital T, small h, small
Okay.
e, capital L, capital D, capital C. And then in the comment section, just put "Let's Talk Soul Line Dance," something like
Okay.
that. Okay, so I think that's all I have. Do you have anything, Leslie?
At the end of February, I'm gonna do an end of winter line dance social at the Y.
Okay.
So I'm preparing that now and getting it approved for me to get the gym and everything. So
Okay.
You'll
look
have
for
a
my
big
So
posts
space.
and everything on
yeah, make
Facebook.
sure you let us know.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we have fun and yeah, y'all be ready for my dip and everything.
Okay. Yes. Yes. She makes that good dip. And
All
Natasha,
right.
did you see the flyer that I put on Facebook with your picture on it
Yes.
today? Okay,
Yes.
so Leslie, when you get a chance, you get look at it too.
Okay.
That's what I'm gonna try to do from now on, so that everyone can know. Okay, this is who we're interviewing, so you could definitely tune in and see this person and get to know about this person.
Right.
So it's just
Yes.
Okay.
as we
I
grow,
just
we learn
saw
new
it too.
things. You did
Yes.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
So if there's nothing else, we want to say thank you so much. Did you have anything you want to leave with us, Natasha, before we close out?
No, I just want to say again, thank you very much for having me. And I just pray blessings over you and all your endeavors, and Leslie as well.
And you as
So,
well.
and just a shout out to all the line dancers, because it's not,
Yes.
although it's a fun job as an instructor, it's not always easy.
Oh
Right.
And
no.
so I just want to say, hey, blessings to everybody and keep it going. Keep it
Yes,
going.
thank you so much. And we always say, love is no good unless you give it away. So
Yes.
here's
Here we
some
Mwah.
go.
owls. All right, take
All
care.
right.
Thank
All right,
you.
Bye.
ladies, have a blessing.
Bye.
Okay,
Bye.
bye bye.